Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to be a great leader in 2023. In all reality, being a great leader in 2023 really isn't that difficult because there's such a drastic lack of leadership, specifically here in America. And to be honest with you, we're going to talk about leadership traits, what leadership possesses, and how to be a great leader. Here's the problem. Human nature is inherently selfish. And worst of all, most people don't even realize how selfish their tendencies really are, including those who are in leadership positions. The good news is I'm going to teach you how to step aside from being a selfish leader and become selfless in today's show. So let's get into it. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Warrens and I'm the founder of Warrior Consulting. I work with entrepreneurs internationally, starting, building, and scaling their companies past the multi-million-dollar mark. And I want to run back my free offer from last month with giving you guys a free goal planning video that's not here on YouTube, just for you, so you can analyze it and learn how to set up your goals like an experienced entrepreneur of almost 15 years, and how that can lay the blueprint for you moving into 2023. If you are interested in this free offer, just drop the word goals below in the comments and we will get it out to you. So that's all you got to do. Drop goals below. Now let's get started. All right, guys, number one, here is how to be a savage leader in anything in life, entrepreneurial or not. It all starts with you. And it starts with your self-awareness. Number one, self-aware. Any great leader is self-aware. They understand their strengths versus their weaknesses. For example, strength, leadership; weakness, patience. Any great leader is self-aware. And you and your team need to be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. And I know I talk about teams all the time. Guys, your family is your team. You and your dog is a team. You and your cat is a team. You and your one employee is a team. You and your 4 employees is a team, and so on and so on and so forth, right? Your sports team is a team. So you being a leader or wanting to be a leader, harnessing self-awareness, right? This is what it comes down to. You have to understand your strengths and you have to understand your weaknesses. And if you're struggling to understand those strengths and weaknesses, right, and you really want to pull it together, a really good thing you could do is step in front of the mirror and be honest with yourself, and or get your best friends together, all together in the same room, not on Zoom, in the same room. Crack open some wine, whatever you need to do, some High Noon, some White Claws, some bourbon, and be like, you know what, guys or gals, hey, what do you think my strengths and my weaknesses are? Lay it on me. And you're going to learn through other people's eyes your strengths and weaknesses. As long as you can stay in control and not get triggered, they're going to tell you what you need to know to start on your self-awareness journey. And if you start on your self-awareness journey, you're going to be a savage leader, because the best leaders are ultimately self-aware. Number 2, your influence depends on how well you help others. Now, we've talked about this pretty in depth on the show, and if you need more explanation on this topic, we have actually shot shows on it. Just browse the show and find the topic that's related. But the point is, your influence as a leader depends on how well you help others. So, for instance, right, I'm using myself personally. I talked about this in a recent show, A Day in the Life of an 8-Figure Entrepreneur. And what does that mean? Your influence depends on how well you help others. Well, this is what it means. When I wake up at 5 a.m. until 8, 9 a.m., depending on the day, 5 to 9, let's just say 4 hours, those 4 hours are dedicated to me, my morning routine, and my exercise. After that 4-hour mark, the rest of the time that I'm awake, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., those 12 hours are dedicated to anybody else that needs my help. Of course, I have a schedule, but the point is your influence depends on how well you help others. And the first step is realizing that you're here as a leader to help other people. They are not there to only help you. You are there to help them. And as a leader, if you take care of yourself first and dedicate the rest of your day to helping other people, eventually you're going to get really good at helping other people. And when you get really good at helping other people, you are going to become an excellent leader. Number 3, give before you take. And before I explain this story, this point of the show, there's a really good book on this topic. It's called The Go-Giver. I think I read it in like 4 days. And it usually takes me a month or 2 to read a book, but it was such a good read, and it's short. It's like 120 pages. And the whole premise is on how to give to people. How you win is by giving. If you're a leader and you realize that if you give before you take, when you need to take, you're not going to ask for it. Meaning, if you go around as a leader and look for opportunities to give to everyone that you want to lead or think you can lead or do lead, if you look for opportunities to give and help people, right, what that's going to do is it's going to build loyalty and it's going to build respect and it's going to build relationships. So when you eventually need something and you're like shit out of luck, the people that you gave to and continue to give to are likely, and when I say likely, 99% of the time going to be the people that give to you because you've given to them first. So never, ever, ever forget the power of giving before you take. And if you want to read a really good book on it, I highly recommend the book, The Go-Giver. Here's a big one. Number 4, never keep score. And the reason why I put this in to this show on leadership is because never keeping score was one of the biggest takes that I took from the book, The Go-Giver, right? The Go-Giver talks about to give and give and give and so on and so forth and how to do it as someone who wants to be successful, right? But one of the biggest lessons that I took from that book was, if you want to be a great leader, never keep score, right? So what does that mean? So earlier in my career, even up until probably a couple years ago, right, I would keep score. I'd be like, well, I referred this person so many clients and they never referred me any clients. Or I've helped this person for free this many times and never helped me. Or I constantly teach this person this topic, but they never teach me anything. And I would keep score. And what that would inadvertently do is that would inadvertently probably tarnish relationships a little bit, because as a leader, I was expecting people to do the same back for me. But as you grow as a leader, you realize it's selfless. It's a selfless position. And whatever you're doing, you don't keep score to be done back to you because you're the leader. So never, ever keep score. Just selflessly lead and everything will fall into place. All right, number 5, put others' needs before yours. Okay. I put this in the show to kind of clarify because we already talked about it a little bit earlier, right? When I say put others' needs before yours, I'm not talking about being codependent. I'm not talking about putting yourself on the back burner, right? What I'm talking about is take care of yourself first and foremost every day. No matter where you are in your journey in leadership, take care of yourself first. The highest performing people that I know, we all take care of ourselves first because we're leaders and we take care of so many other people. So putting others' needs before yours, meaning after you've taken care of yourself for the day and you've filled your glass up with water, right? If you fill your glass up with water and energy, then you put everybody else's needs first. And what this motion is pouring from that glass full of water and you're putting everybody else's needs before yours because your needs are taken care of first and foremost. This could be a really slippery slope in life, let alone leadership, but understand the preference to putting other people's needs first are that you've taken care of yourself first and foremost, and then you put everybody else's needs first the rest of the day. I feel it's that important, and that's why we're talking about it twice in one show. Number 6, putting everything together. If you put all of these steps together, right, everything that we're talking about, you will become a selfless leader. And when you become a selfless leader, the impact that you create can create empires. Selfless leaders create empires. Selfish leaders create fear. And putting all of everything together in the mix that we just talked about is what a selfless leader is and does. And selfless leaders are going to be how to lead in 2023. As a selfless leader leading in 2023, you will make serious impact because a lot of people are scared. And if you're a selfless leader putting other people first after you've taken care of yourself and you give before you take and you're not keeping score and you're being that selfless person, you're going to be the hero. You're going to be the ray of light. You're going to be the leader that people have been praying for. And the first person you start leading is yourself. The second people or thing you start leading is your team, and then the impact grows from there. And I promise you, if you put all of these tools together and work on them daily, you will become a selfless leader, which means in 2023, you will be a savage of a leader going into the recession. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments or want me to expand on anything, I really want to talk to you guys. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. If not, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.